Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new trip report. It's Alaska Trip Reports. I am currently here in Paris, France, staring at the Eiffel Tower, sparkling, which I never thought I'd get to see. And we are getting ready to go home, but we're going to do some tour stuff first. I will cut to tomorrow and we're going to head to the Louvre. Here is the outside look of the Louvre Museum. The amount of architecture here is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe I got to see the Mona Lisa in person. It was absolutely really cool. Here's some of the photos I got of it. Here's another cool painting, and the inside of the roof was just absolutely incredible. There's the outside of the Louvre pyramid. The architecture in the museum was just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's crazy. There was so much cool art and stuff in there, you just can't include everything in a video. I mean, look at the ceiling, and there's a few more paintings over there. And then we ate lunch at this nice little cafe in the museum with some fresh pastries and got a little salad and sandwich. It's nice. Then I got to take this really cool little bike pedaled Uber thing to the Palace Concord water fountain, which was really cool. Something I didn't really think I'd get to do, and I see all these in other countries like Thailand and stuff, and here's what the water fountain looks like. Here I am, just getting ready to take the elevator up to the top floor of the Eiffel Tower, or the summit as it's called. I was so excited to do this. It was something I've been wanting to do since I was very little, and I never thought I'd get the chance to make it here.
Ach, das sind die eigentlich. Ah, das ist die erste Station. Ja, da sind die unter uns. Ja, gleich einfach. Schau mal, was für ein Aussehen. Mega weit vorne, das sind Brückenpumpen.
It stops at the second level, and then you take another elevator up to the third floor of the summit. Here's what that looks like from the bottom of the car. Really cool. And then you have an amazing view of the top. I'm glad I'm not scared of heights because I love doing stuff that's unique like this. Wow, what an incredible view from the top here. You can see a lot of Paris down there, and I just can't believe the architecture that's here. Also, there's an aerial view of the Arc de Triomphe with people climbing up to the very top of that. I got to have an absolutely amazing $30 glass of champagne on the Eiffel Tower, something I never thought I'd get to do. I might only be here once, but hopefully another time. And then at the top of the Eiffel Tower, they have this really cool room where all the famous presidents and people used to hang out, and they have wax figures of them up there. It's really cool. Then here's a really awesome picture of the shadow of the Eiffel Tower standing on the side. And here you can see the Olympics for Paris. I am making my honorary summit coin. So cool. And then once I got out of the Eiffel Tower, I went to this really nice crepe stand, which one of my missions was to get a hot crepe. in Paris. So I got to see them make it. I got a strawberry banana and Nutella crepe. It was really good. And just so awesome to say that I got to eat one here in Paris, right by the Eiffel Tower. So cool. Be aware that if you're in Paris, there's no AC and the rooms are really, really tiny. Like, the shower was the size of a linen closet. And then I walked down to show the train station underground. Here's what it looks like on the inside. And then we're going to walk over here. Wanted to include some of this French signage showing that I was here. I wish I could understand it. And then I went to an Instagram famous photo spot to get this shot of the Eiffel Tower in this pipe. Well, after all that fun, it's unfortunately time to go home to the United States of America. Here we are, getting ready to enter the Paris Orly International Airport, which is one of the lower cost airports because I'm flying home on French B today. I'm really looking forward to checking them out as they're a low cost, long haul, wide body carrier. And tonight I get to cross off my first ever Airbus A350. I'm super excited about that. Welcome to Orly International Airport Terminal 4. Here we are entering, and I am just making my way down to try to drop off our bags at our kiosk area. Here's the AIRBUS French B check-in desk that you can do yourself, and there is, once you go through that, the ticketing area for USA flights. Here I am pulling up here to then scan my bag on their digital system here. You can do your passport, your name, and then you're pretty much all good to go. Now we're trying to find our gate and head up to security to go through TSA pre-check and get on our way. I've been waiting to review a European airport for so long. It's so cool that I finally get to do this. And now we are entering the top of the escalator here. I got to see this amazing Garda Indonesia retro livery 777-300ER being pulled, and it's so long. I would love to fly one of these birds one day. Transavia, I need to come back one day and try them. They look interesting. They're another low-cost carrier here, and there's the AIRBUS, Airbus A350-900, and she's taxiing out for a flight to New York City. Really nice livery on this aircraft, nice and bright and blue. We are now taking the escalator up to security and immigration and TSA pre-check as we get ready for our flight back to Los Angeles, California. Now, after we did all of our suitcases and stuff, we are headed to the next part of the security. There's the Paris airport sign. We're taking the escalator downstairs for more ticketing and immigration. Here I am pulling up to the passport scanner where you can only scan your face. No glasses, no hat, no nothing. Your passport. But all in all, it went pretty easy. Not very stressful for my first attempt at this. I'm so excited for more future international travel. Now we are walking down one of the long, empty hallways of the Paris or the International Airport. Looks very bare, but now we're getting to some shops over here. Definitely something unique. And now I'm going to start walking down to try to find myself a snack, since we have about an hour or two here before our flight. Walked into this little area, and I see this little eataly down here. We're going to check that out. Maybe get a pizza slice. Got a bunch of food over here. Sandwiches, pizza, and desserts. And we'll see what we'll pick up here. Some drinks there. I ended up getting a little slice of pizza. Got a donut, and I got the tiramisu. The pizza, it was alright. A little dry. There wasn't much sauce. I wish she would have cut me a piece that had more of a sauce. I mean, it was pretty much just cheese and bread, but the tiramisu was actually really, really good. First time I've actually ever had that, and I quite enjoyed that. Now we are walking our very long way down this long hallway towards our gate. Here's another one of the shops down here. I walked in there to check out this adorable little Remy chef hat. I wanted to get him. Then I popped on one of these really cool long walking platforms that do the walking for you. Pretty much like an escalator, but just a long piece of metal down here with edges to hold on to. Here is the gate information sign for our flight BF730 to Los Angeles. I am so excited to fly my first A350. This is F-HREU, a 12-year-old Airbus A350. It will fly me 10 hours and 50 minutes today from Paris to Los Angeles, which I'm very excited will be my longest flight on record. And now I am just getting ready to scan my boarding pass and start boarding our way and walking down the jet bridge. They have these little glass dividers here. And here's a really unique looking jet bridge. I've never really seen one like this before. And there's another really awesome view of our airplane right there. So excited. Here we have a gorgeous view of it from the jet bridge windows. And here I am double tapping the airplane for good luck as always. Welcome aboard the French Airlines Airbus A350-900. In the front there are 35 seats in a 232 premium economy configured cabin. And in the back is 376 standard economy class seats. My seat today will be in the closer economy class cabin in 15 Alpha, which will be my seat for the next 10 and a half hours to Los Angeles. Grading out your seat is a in-flight entertainment screen, decent legroom, and plenty comfortable seats. There's the overhead bin and the reading lights and fan lights, and there's some recline there. Really decent seat back pocket for a bunch of my gear, and there's the Airbus A350-900 safety card, which shows the emergency stuff.
This includes the use of electronic cigarettes. The cabin crew are available in the cabin to assist. Thank you for your attention. Vos bagages à main doivent être placés sous le siège devant vous ou dans les compartiments supérieurs. Faites attention à lâcher d'objets lors de l'ouverture de ces coffres. Les allées et issues de secours doivent rester dégagées de tout objet. Nous vous informons que les plans de carburant sont en cours pour votre sécurité. Merci de garder votre ceinture de sécurité détachée jusqu'à l'activation de la consigne lumineuse correspondante. Il est interdit de fumer à bord, y compris la cigarette électronique. L'équipage est à votre disposition pour faciliter votre installation à bord. Merci pour votre attention. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The entire crew is pleased to welcome you on board this French flight, operated in cooperation with AIRLINE to Los Angeles. Your hand luggage must be stored under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. Please be careful when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Aisles and exits must be clear of any items. We are currently refueling the aircraft. For your safety, please keep your seatbelt unfastened until the signs have been switched on. Smoking is not allowed on board. This includes the use of electronic cigarettes. The cabin crew are available in the cabin to assist. Thank you for your attention. Mesdames, Messieurs, bonjour. L'ensemble de l'équipage AIRLINE vous accueillera à bord de ce vaisseau effectuant opération avec.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
Refueling complete.
Deal.
Gentlemen, my name is Hugh. It's a great pleasure to cabin crew leader this flight. Captain Mr. Massimiliano and the entire crew are very pleased to welcome on board this Airbus A350 of French B. The estimated flight time to Los Angeles will be of 10 hours and 40 minutes. In a few moments, we present to you the safety demonstration of our aircraft. Your full attention is required. The entire crew is in hand to ensure your safety and comfort. Wish you all a very pleasant flight with us.
Le Bluetooth et le Wi-Fi peuvent être activés. Your seat back must now be in the upright position. Your armrest down, your leg rest, trackable cup holder, video screens and remote control must be stowed. All window blinds must now be fully opened and your seatbelt securely fastened. This is a non-smoking flight. The use of recharge of electronic cigarettes are not allowed. The USB and power sockets on your seats must not be used during taxi, takeoff and landing or upon the cruise instructions. Please be careful when charging.
We are now taxiing and making our way down to the runway. Also, as we're along our way, we're passing this really cool bridge. First time ever being on a wide body and any aircraft in general to cross over a highway. So cool. You'll see that coming up here in a few minutes. AV geeks, I highly recommend putting on headphones for this incredible Airbus XWB engine roar. Now we're going to take a look at French Bees and Flight Entertainment. Wi-Fi was really steep, but I do still need to connect with my friends, so I bought the $40 flight pass. I mean, it's not many times you get to go on a flight for over 10 hours, so in my opinion, it's still pretty much worth it. Once it was on board, we can start scrolling through social media and start seeing what will come up and choose your English or language of choice. And now we'll pop over to flight radar 24 to see if I can track myself. BF 730 Paris to Los Angeles. Let's see where I'm at. We have a really nice 9 hours left, and we are on our way over to Greenland. Now we're going to pop over to YouTube, see if we can get some YouTube videos to load. There we go. And then I'll pop over to show what I'm listening to, and my favorite headphones are the JBL Live noise canceling headphones. You can adjust them to have max noise canceling. It's really, really nice. The sound quality is great. And then dinner was served. When I pre-ordered my food, I pressed the wrong button and I got this horrible kosher dish, which is absolutely nasty. But thankfully my mom came in clutch and had this chicken and potatoes that we shared. Absolutely one of the worst things I've ever had on a plane. But it was by mistake, and apparently when you choose you can't go back. It's forever for French B. Alaska lets you change. The chicken and potatoes was really, really nice, though. It tasted like a high-quality KFC. Here is the start to an incredible scenic flight over Greenland, and my gosh, the views get more incredible as we go on. Seeing my first icebergs up close were a really cool experience from flying above them. Here's some more beautiful chunks as we are getting more over Greenland. I am really happy this flight is so scenic. Enjoy some views. Now we're going to take a look at the in-flight entertainment screen, which you can scroll around and do a bunch of stuff with, and very touch responsive Wi-Fi, and then food, movies, whatever you want to do. Scroll over to the movies, see what they have. There's a bunch of choices, different TV shows, and plenty enough to keep you occupied for the long flight. Even though to me it really did not feel like long at all because I love flying, so... And there's a look through the digital menu, which is really cool because you can touch virtual pages. And in a couple hours, we'll get a snack. after our big dinner a couple hours ago. Supposed to get a breakfast or a snack on our approach. And here's a look at the A350 tail cam view, cruising over Canada, as we are going to be cruising over Canada for the next 5 hours until we head further down to the United States into Nevada and California. And all in all, a really, really cool flight so far. I definitely would fly the A350 again. I mean, for me, this flight is flying by a record fast. It's crazy. I guess I've just been so drawn out the window that time passes so fast. Even though my mom slept most of the way, I always look out the window. I have to fight to get out the window when they're trying to sleep. Because if you pay for a window seat, you expect to look out at it, no matter what time of day it is. And there's some more beautiful ice over there and snow. Different shapes and textures on the land as we are following it all the way home to the United States. And here's some more. There's a lake over there. Then I got a galley tour of this Airbus A350, another huge kitchen to walk around. There's the French-B logo, and here's our in-flight snack, a hot croissant, which was nice. They gave you a choice of a croissant or a muffin bag or something, and then got a glass of apple juice and a can, which was good. And nice and refreshing. And here's a little bag of muffins, chocolate muffins. They were good. Now we're going to take a look at the Airbus A350 bathroom piece. Absolutely massive in here. A lot more legroom than the 737, obviously. There's the baby changing station at the back. Really decent amount of legroom to sit down. And like I said, there's another look at the baby station at the very back here. And there's some French writing there. And the flush button is actually on the wall, which is very unique. There's some soap and hot water. And that works. It's like a little electronic thing that you wave your hand under. There's some toilet paper, paper towels, tissue, lotion, Check out the really awesome A350 wing flex during turbulence. Also, look at that absolutely beautiful winglet design. I really like the French bee logo. I think it's cute. But I'm surprised that there's not a bee, you know. I expected to see like a giant bumblebee or something. It's just like a little flower. And then before you knew it, we were already beginning our descent into Los Angeles, which we started our descent over Nevada and started entering the California airspace, and I will show you what that looks like pretty soon. All in all, I had a really, really good flight so far, and excited to go on the ground in LA to do some plane spotting before I go home. I got a one-night stay here at the H Hotel Los Angeles, and it's one of the nicest hotels. I'll show you what my room looks like when we get there, and I am very grateful that I got to do this once-in-a-lifetime trip opportunity, going from Seattle to London, spending a few days in London, going to Paris, France. All in all, it was just really fun. There was a few snafus and mishaps, but all in all, the memories I made definitely make up for the crazy.
Nous allons commencer notre descente vers Los Angeles. Veuillez s'il vous plaît regagner votre siège et assurez-vous que vos bagages à main soient placés dans les coffres ou sous...
Here we are flying over like an industrial area, and there's some cars passing on the road over there. I don't know what airport this is, but there was a little airstrip that I wanted to take a picture of. The iPhone 17 zoom is incredible, as I said. There's some nice snow-capped mountains as we are entering the Los Angeles area. Nothing like Alaska, though. I got to see what appears to be my first DC-8 sitting on the ground at some airport over here. I know it's not Mojave, though. There's some of the LA highway, and all those people down there look like little ants driving.
In approximately 10 minutes, would you please fasten your seatbelt securely, put your seat back upright, store the tray table away, put your armrest down, open your window blinds. All hand luggage must be stored in the overhead lockers or there's a seat in front of you. Aisles and exits must remain clear when you have.
Crew, 10 minutes for landing. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
It's time for my final thoughts on this flight. Food I thought was really good with the dinner that they served us, and I think the seats were plenty comfortable for a 10-hour flight. The flight was actually quite fast. I do not feel jet lagged at all, and I would definitely love to do more international flights in the future. Like, for instance, I'm hoping next year to do Tokyo with the Honolulu to Tokyo A380 with. As we are on short final for Los Angeles, so I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. And turn on the bell so you never miss another future upload. Follow my Instagram, worldwide_spotting_2.0 for all my latest news, travel updates, and photos. Now enjoy our landing.
Portable est maintenant autorisé. Nous sommes aujourd'hui arrivés avec 15 minutes d'avance. Au nom du commandant Monsieur Massimiliano Tarchi et de tout l'équipage, nous vous remercions d'avoir choisi.
Welcome to Los Angeles, everyone. We are currently arriving into the south side area of the Tom Bradley International Terminal. My first time flying international into Los Angeles, and that was really, really cool. I cannot wait to do this again soon. Hopefully Los Angeles to Sydney in the future. Los Angeles to Hong Kong would be really awesome too. And here we are entering the jet bridge and getting our way to immigration. As I was just talking about that I'd like to do Hong Kong, here is a Cathay Pacific 777-300ER in the One World livery chilling over here. Then for the first time I got to see the ANA Star Alliance Boeing 787. That was really nice to see. And she is on her way to my dream destination of Tokyo, which will be next year. We are officially back in the United States of America. Now we're headed over to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And we are getting ready to do a quick and easy exit. And the only long part about it was going down these super long hallways. Other than that, scanning our passports and getting our bags was pretty easy. Then we're headed up to this escalator here that was really steep. And a bunch of these really cool neon LED circle lights over here. Now we are entering the security lines and getting out of our way soon. Exit to the United States of America. Woohoo! Here we are in the elevator, taking us upstairs to the parking area so that we can get our Uber or our airport shuttle to the hotel. There's the LAX Airport Tower. There's the Homewood Suites Honorary Hotel Shuttle. And here we are just getting inside of it and driving the really short distance over to the H Hotel Los Angeles. There's the really cool theme building. It'd be better if this didn't have these stupid window dots, but First time getting to see that. Here's the look at the bathroom. It was really nice to come off a super long flight like that and take a nice shower, because the shower in Paris we couldn't use, it was so tiny. So there's that, and there is the look of the rest, the kitchen, and the lounging area of our room. There's a couch, and there's the big bed. And here's a look at the LA sunset. After I took a shower and got cleaned up, we went downstairs for dinner. Check out these really cool airplanes on the wall. Oh, and boy, did we have an amazing dinner, let me tell you. I mean, we didn't get to eat out much in Paris at all, and we got this really good steak and this salad and these really nice fries. Everything was really, really good. And we also went to the outside swimming pool, and it was really nice to have that as well. Here I am in the swimming pool. Woohoo! And then I went to the roof to do some plane spotting at night. Here's this Delta A350 and this China Southern 777, this American Airlines A321, and I got a Turkish 777, and all in all was a really nice